Howdy my friends, and welcome to a special little video where I try to get all the relics or time trials in this game. And I've started off with the high road because I wanted to get what I thought would be the hardest one out of the way. And so yeah, we started here with the high road. Yeah, this is tried to cut out most of it, so I do show you at least one fail in each and tell you how long it took. This one took me a long time, but it was not the worst actually. It was not the worst. This is your host Sky Hurricane, if you haven't already realized. Now this is post commentary because, well, well, you know why. I actually did live stream Crash. I did 100% the game, but the only thing I didn't do was all the relics. And I did want the platinum trophy. So that is what we do here. We actually are going for that. very stupidly, but yes. I tell you what. I really have no regrets, though, despite how long it took. I'm glad. I feel so accomplished to actually have been able to pull it off. But at any rate, this one was very tough. It took me a while to get to where I could use the side very effectively. But really, all I can say about this level, really not any advice, except it's just gonna take a lot of practice. Being able to use the sides. I recommend on the last half though to use the turtles, not try to use the sides, because you can go pretty fast. You can go fast enough using the turtles. Now I could have gained some more time. I did miss the platinum on this one, but gold is all we really have to get, so I'm good on that. And I got a 110. All we had to get was 113. And 104 was platinum, so we missed that by a few seconds. You know, if I had gone non-stop and used the sides more toward the end, I probably would have made it. But trying to run on the sides is not as easy as you think it is. Trying to run on the road. So, let's move on to... We're actually going to go all the way to the beginning. Yes, I'm doing these all out of order. And in the description of the video, I will have a time marker for when you can go to each level. And I'll have the levels in order. Of course, Sanity Beach is the first one. But yeah, they'll all be in order. And it'll have the times for when each level is. You know, in case you just need to see a particular level. So yeah, first level here in Sanity Beach after 11 minutes of this. Yeah. Yeah. Of course, leave it to Sky to fail even the first level. But, not really that hard. Although, I have to say, there were quite a few levels that I had much less trouble on than this one. Quite a few levels. But really not a hard one. It's mainly... I find that running non-stop, getting faster on the little stair area where you have to climb up the stairs. And of course, you gotta wait here or else, you know, or else. But not really too bad. I mean, we missed the platinum by quite a bit, but it's okay. I actually do get some platinums. On some surprising levels, I actually do get platinums. Now, another thing I should mention is, you can see my time here, and a lot of my friends have done this. Of course, it's the first level, so, but I think Alyssa did beat me. Yeah, barely, barely. And wow, Tokyo Racer was getting down. So yeah, Jungle Rollers. Let's move on to Jungle Rollers. But as we move on to this one, and you say 10 minutes to fail, there were 3 levels that I had done while I was streaming it. Oh, that was a sexy fail. Hashtag that was sexy. Right, Iron people. But there were 3 levels that I'd actually done during the project when I was streaming it. And those were the really easy ones, such as Hog Wild, Whole Hog, and there was another one. Boulder Dash, I believe. It was the first level where the rock rose after you. I don't remember. I think it's Boulder Dash, but anyway, it'll be in the description. You'll know which ones I already had, and I really wouldn't expect anybody to have problems with those. It's all the other ones, you know. Of course, Lights Out was pretty easy too. Anyway, we'll see that one coming up later on. Much later on. For the most part, I do these... well, I can't even lie. And I really don't know how I didn't take a hit there, but I guess because I got the Aku mask at the same time, and so it gave me the invincibility since I had 2 of them already. But you really need the invincibility. You really need all 3 Aku mask here, because that extra speed is necessary to get it. See, we just got the gold. We didn't even get the platinum. And I felt like I was really fast on that one. But not really that fast, apparently. Fast enough. And let's see how we... Yeah, we only got it by a second, as you see there. But we were pretty much halfway between the platinum and the gold. There really is a very narrow line there between the platinum and the gold. Less than 2 seconds between them, actually. So, the Great Gate. Now, this one I thought was going to give me a lot of trouble, but it actually didn't. Only 8 minutes. So, and that was just because I was being hasty and stupid. And that happened a few times, a couple times. Yeah. Yeah, I'm surprised it's only 8 minutes too. I know y'all. But yeah, this level's not too bad. Now, the level that... the twin of this level, yeah. That one's gonna be bad. But anyway, let's not worry about that right now. Or actually, yeah. I'm not gonna worry anyway, because this is Future Sky, who already endured the pain of it. Oh man, y'all, it was so many hours to do all these. But yeah, you want to jump on that turtle to get that. It helps. It helps. I could have done that faster, but you know I suck. So, not a surprise. Yeah, this level really wasn't too bad though. It was very gentle. It was surprisingly easy. You know, and I guess that's surprising because I remember how much... Yeah, I almost did the same as I did in the fail, but I was running for it. And we made it. Had just enough extra hits. But yeah, I guess considering how much of a hard time I had when I was playing through the game originally, you know, when I was streaming it. Of course, I was actually new to the game, brand new, playing it blindly. And so I had to say, I actually consider myself pretty good at this. You know, to get all these relics and stuff. You know, in order to get the relics, in order to get the gold or better relics, you have to get good at it. You have to learn the levels. And yeah, Boulders. Boulders was one I already did. And now Upstream. And let's switch to Coco, because why not? So after 9 minutes of this sexiness. This music's so peaceful. Yeah, that happened a few times. Overall, though, this level wasn't too bad. And I actually paused for like half a second or 1 second there. Because it seemed like the platforms and stuff that were moving were more aligned for me to be able to go faster. Because once you get the stopwatch, you know, the less pausing you have to do after you get it, the better. And I took a hit there. Quite a few attempts I took a hit there. Stupid fish. But yeah, this one's not really that bad. Run for here, man. Just barely had time. I noticed when doing many of these time trials, I noticed not hesitating was important, especially on the Lost City. Yeah, I actually got the platinum there. I'm very surprised, but really not hard winning the platinum. But yeah, I like the Lost City. Oh god, that one. If you don't hesitate, you actually have a better chance, you know, of because when you don't hesitate, when you just run for it, the platforms are right where you need them to be. Most of the time. There are a few cases where that's not the case. But yeah. Alrighty. There's Coco's time machine there, and Rolling Stones. Let's do some Rolling Stones. So yeah, this is the twin level 2 jungle rollers. Not really too much fail on this one. This one wasn't too bad. But here's a successful 10. Now, when I first played this one, it gave me a lot of trouble on. This was the first level I think that I had a lot of trouble with on the PS1 version. Now, when you do that, you don't have to get all those blocks individually. Just hit one of the red TNT. Don't hit it, but jump on it, and it'll also get all the time blocks. So that will save you quite a bit of time if you don't try to get each one individually. Just jump on one of the red ones, and you should be good to go there. And once again, invincibility is key to making it. Really got to be careful there. I think I failed quite a few times. That little platform. But yeah, not really too bad, actually. But yeah, that one gave me a lot of trouble when I was streaming it. You know, it also gave me trouble when I did the PS1 version. But it took me a few attempts, but not too bad. Almost got the platinum, actually. Just if I'd been slightly faster. And interestingly, I think that's about the same time that... And yeah, Hog Wild, as you say, is another one. So yeah, Native Fortress. This level. Native Fortress. This level was a total B. Number one, it's so long. It's so long. And number two, there's just so much crap in it, you know. And I didn't even get that Aku mask because, well, it seems to... Things seem to be better aligned for me to just run right through it if I didn't get it. Granted, I had to pause there, but, you know, it saved a little bit of time. But yeah, these parts there, it took me so many attempts to learn, you know, where I needed to adjust the arrows as I was going upward, because, well, you're kind of blindly going up unless you memorize the level, and that's what these take, is a lot of memorization. You know, which is obvious. Yeah, this one took me a while. Not anywhere near the worst, though. Not anywhere near the worst. But yeah, you pretty much have to break all those and then move it. Alright, and then, this mechanic, even when I'm not in a rush, even when I'm not doing a time trial, this mechanic just annoys the heck out of me, because if you fall, you pretty much have to go all the way back to the bottom, and it takes so long. Yeah, once again, another Aku mask. But yeah, I recommend going back here, because you're just doing the time trial anyway. It's not like you're trying to break all the boxes. So, whatever can help you get through it faster, that's what you want to do. Faster and more safely. Safety definitely is safety first. You know what I mean? Yeah, there's the paint gem. Almost screwed up, and I'd bypassed every single Aku mask, so can't really afford to screw up. Now here's a part where, yeah, you want to use that, because you do not. Screw. Yeah, once again, we have these to deal with. I want to say this pretty much was the last. Oh, that's so hard to do, man. That jump. You have to be holding down the jump button as you land on the block so that you can get extra height. But yeah, I only fell once. I couldn't tell you how many times that I would mess up on those areas. But anyway, well, you beat it by quite a few seconds actually. So, well, 5 seconds, which in the grand scheme of things really isn't very much. But up the creek, this one wasn't really that bad. It's just the twin level to Upstream. So only 3 minutes. I actually had less fill on this one than I did Upstream. Interestingly enough. But there was one of them. Yeah, pretty much just go for it. Not really a hard one. But like with all of them, you know, it takes a little practice. This is coming from somebody, though, who's pretty new to the Crash games. I've never even played Crash 2 yet, although I do want to do that at some point. Got a poll for it right now on the channel, so I figure this will be uploaded before the poll ends. It's the poll is on Twitter, so if you want to follow me on Twitter, you can participate in that poll for what game I will stream on the weekends. Next, since Dishonored DLC ended. But yeah, not really too much to say about this level. Not really much fail. And that monkey, I think, got me one attempt. And I took a hit there because I didn't hesitate. And I mean, I could have saved a hit, but I also would have wasted 2 or 3 seconds, which every second counts. Of course, and then I sucked there. Yeah, pretty much just run for it. And you can kill those fish, at least sometimes. Run for it. Okay. I figured since I didn't have any extra hits, I might want to wait there. But yeah, gold. Not platinum. Definitely not a perfect run, but it was good enough. That one probably wouldn't be that hard to platinum either. Yeah, I only missed it by 3 seconds. But then again, I only got gold by 1 second. So, let's move on. The Lost City, we're going to do that one later. Because that one's bad. We'll do it now, whatever. Yeah, after 32 minutes of this. Oh, this one wasn't the one that gave me a lot of trouble. Yeah, this isn't the one that gave me a lot of trouble. I was tripping out early. Now, Sunset Vista, the twin to this level, is the one that was super hard. Yeah, this one, 32 minutes, really not that bad. Not compared to some of the other ones. Of course, as you saw, the high road, which the first one that I did. Yeah, for the most part, many times those platforms, if you just ran for it, the platforms will be right where you needed them to be. Like right there, look, just keep charging ahead. And of course, the bats gave me trouble. It took me a while to get used to those, to where I could just charge ahead and yeah, these are so slow. These are so slow. They really screwed me over a couple times because I would try to go too fast. I hate those lizards. But yeah, this level was a B. But nothing like Sunset Vista, which you can imagine. It was the second one. Yeah, that part right there. Fortunately, believe it or not, I actually did not mess up there very many times. I always would jump back toward the platform, after getting pushed away from it. But if you didn't fight it, you definitely would be going off. So, don't want to do that. Oh yeah, gotta be careful because these lizards. Yeah, these lizards were the bane of my existence in these levels. And look at that crap. Pretty much that's it though. I made that look easy in that attempt, but that level may take you a few attempts. But we did it. Yeah, I was totally thinking about Sunset Vista. Because, yeah, Sunset Vista, I was like, you know, I will try you later because I was really tired. Pretty much all the ones right now that you've seen, I did on the first day. I think on a Sunday. So, Temple Ruins. So, 24 minutes of this. So, this one almost took as long as Lost City. Yeah, I think I did this on a Sunday. No, I had a lot more time on Sunday. So got pretty far. Got quite a few of them done. But yeah, pretty much just charged straight through that. I found that was the best way. But also be careful and hope that the snake actually does hit all the boxes. Because if it doesn't, there were a couple attempts where it did not hit all the boxes. And well, you want to get all those times, you know, time blocks. And of course, I'm going to get to the bats. What else is new? But yeah, these spears. You got to be a little patient in some spots. You got to wait here. You have no choice. Those snakes. The snakes look bad, but they're really one of the least threatening enemies, believe it or not. Believe it or not. I will take the snakes any day over the bats, even though in real life I'd much prefer bats. But yeah, there's no time block from that up arrow, so don't want to waste any time trying to get that. So actually going to the south here. And actually on one of my first attempts, I actually did get this far, and then well, I think I died by the spider or something really silly. Yeah, this one wasn't too bad. I mean, 24 minutes, you know, that wasn't too bad. For some of you Crash experts, so you'd be like, 24 minutes? Dude, you are lame. And I'd be like, yeah, I know. But we did it. We got a gold. Beautiful, beautiful gold. And so, where are we going next? Of course, we got to say our time, but so yeah, how much did I beat that by? So I was halfway between the platinum and the gold on that. So just 3 seconds better, and I would have got the platinum. But alright. Road to nowhere. So this was the twin to the high road. With the easier level, actually. And this one took me 43 minutes. Despite being the easier version. Now on this one, yeah, that happened a lot. And I was actually pretty far on that attempt. This level, I really didn't. Yeah. A lot of attempts, I actually was able to get that block without hitting the TNT, but not on this attempt. But even despite the sucky beginning, this ended up being the good attempt. But yeah, I actually find that not using the sides was. I actually found it fairly easy to just go for it, not even use the sides. You take so much of a risk trying to use the sides, but there were some places in the road that, or the high road, that you kind of had to do that. It's so crazy in the beginning of that level. But I mean, this one, you know, and obviously I could go faster if I did use the sides, but Now this hog here gave me a lot of trouble, and I had no extra hits, so had to really be careful there. Okay, and then this turtle here, you have to get the right jump off that, or you're not gonna make it. And that's it. Of course, that last jump can give you problems, but we made it. Made it just fine. And I think all of those were done on the first day. But yeah, I would have to get quite a bit faster to get the platinum on that one. Which I will never be insane enough to try. Because it's not necessary. So Boulder Dash. Yeah, this one also was on the first day. I was like, you know, this one's easy. This was the only fail I had. But, oh, it was a beautiful fail. You know Sky can't get it on his first attempt. You know, something like that has to happen. But yeah. Yeah, music didn't change or anything. We pretty much got this on our second attempt. Very easy one. Although, I don't know if I got the platinum or not. There were some of these that I did not get the platinum. I was like, hell, I went as fast as you could go, but apparently you could go faster. I mean, like, there was hardly any hesitancy at all, which to get the gold, you know, kind of got to do that. But yeah, easy level, you know, not as easy as Boulders, which I'd actually done in the LP or the stream, and then I don't figure any of you would have trouble with. But yeah, that trying to get those blocks, I did lose probably a couple seconds there. So I could definitely say I could be 2 or 3 seconds faster, possibly. Maybe with some of the blocks before. But not bad. I like the music this level too. Music in this game is pretty good though. And that was it. And yeah, I did not get the platinum. Couldn't have missed it by very much though, I'd imagine. Because that's kind of like Hog Wild in those levels. I mean, you pretty much have to go fast in it. Yeah, I actually missed it by 4 seconds. No, I only missed it by 2 seconds. Yeah, because I had a 120. Frank Fields got it though. Congrats, Frank Fields. And you say I did Whole Hog earlier, and that's pretty much all the ones that had already been done. And I saw Sunset Vista. I was like, heck no. But Heavy Machinery. This was the last one I did on the first day. So I had 13 out of 26 done after the first day, which was half of them. I was like, you know, this isn't going to be too bad. Yeah, 19 minutes of that right there. This level wasn't too bad. And really, the partner to this, the twin to this level wasn't too bad either. I don't think it was, but then again, when I see the amount of time that took, I'm like, oh, it was worse than I thought. But I really don't remember it being bad. These factory levels had nothing on the road, the high road. They had nothing on that, despite being later on in the game. Which I actually think the high road was after this one. Yeah, not really too much to say about this thing, except just practice, learn the order of things and when you need to jump. And messed up back there. Those steam things right there were my worst enemy in these levels. And those spinning, rotating, spiky things, because you can't kill those. Those were all, at least I don't think you can kill them. And pretty much everything else in this level was really Just a mild nuisance at most. Yeah, this pretty much was the halfway point because this was the 13th one. I think anyway. Oh, I hope I'm not lying to y'all. Anyway, you can see it from the description. Because this guy don't know what he's talking about half the time. Yeah, this goes down. Probably could gain a little time there, but better be safe than sorry. Yeah, I missed that because I forgot. You go up so far, you know. Once again, I only got to this part. That might have been only the first or second time I got there. So, yeah, I didn't have that area memorized. I get to where I'm really fast at the beginning of the level. But yeah, you see I had done it before and I got 219. Which barely was the blue. But ultimately, after so many minutes, we got it. So this was on the second day here, I think. And you see what I had there. So you can see whether or not I was lying earlier. After about 7 minutes of this level wasn't really too bad. But you did have that happen. I think this was done on the second day. Maybe it was, I can't remember. This was over a week ago when I recorded this. I should just shut up talking about that. Hell, it still hurt. You gotta keep going though. Yeah, once again, just going for it. For the most part, seems to be okay. You know, not hesitating. Almost screwed up though. Yeah, using the little blue platform actually not really helped. You just got to take the right path. I even missed a block back there, but I still ended up getting it. I mean, not really that hard. You have to take the right path though. If you don't take the path that I took, then you're gonna have a rough time trying to do that one. And I actually showed after I did it. Because I had forgotten to show after I completed the time trial, so I had pulled it up before I done it. And I did it before and after, but for that one I didn't do it after. So yeah. Anyway, generator room. 42 minutes. This one gave me a lot of trouble, even more than the Lost City, which was surprising. But I was getting very tired at this point. And yeah. That was sexy. That was actually one of my better attempts. Yeah, this one was pretty rough, but I do remember being very tired when I was trying to do it. And you should never do crash time trials when you're tired. Doesn't end well. But well, I guess it can end well, because it did here, but it just took a long time. But yeah, this one, I had actually, this level really annoyed me, because I actually got to the end several times, but, well, several as in 2 or 3 times. But, never was getting the time I needed. So, like on this attempt here, you say I just held nothing back, you know. It's flying full force, and you have to go slow here. You have no choice. This platform moves so slowly, but I guess it's a good thing because you could die otherwise. Yeah, that was it, but I'm sure I barely beat that one. But let's see. Yeah, we did there. But yeah, I barely got it by 3 seconds. Yeah, because you had to get a 108, I had a 105. So I didn't get it by very much. But yeah, I had 19 out of 26 at that point. So I only had 7 more. And so that's when I decided to go back to Sunset Vista. This was the first one I tried on the 2nd or the 3rd day or whatever. But yeah, 2 hours and 14 minutes. Now this one, yeah, many fails. And that was just a dumb fail. There were several of those. I was very tired when I was recording this one as well, even though it was the first one I was doing on this day. Because, well, it was on a Monday or Tuesday when I did this level, and it was after I got off work, and, well, I was tired. So, I wasn't really in the mindset for recording, but I wanted to knock this Crash Relics out because I felt like I was better at the controls of the game. You know, I figured if I don't use it, I lose it, you know? So, after I'd finished completing the game and gotten the other relics, I was like, man, I can't stop now, you know? I gotta keep doing it. But yeah, this level was bad, and for the most part, yeah, these traps here, these obstacles, gotta be very careful with. And for the most part, just running through it, you know, was the way to do it. And of course, this part, these platforms move so slowly. They push in and out so slowly. Of course, the worst part about this level is that it's so long. I mean, having to go through the whole level without dying once, and within the time limit. In all honesty, though, time wasn't the problem for the most part until you get to a certain area, which I will definitely be talking about. Like, so far, up through this point, time wasn't the issue. I mean, you should be able to do fine on time. Because they're pretty lenient on time for this one, actually. Believe it or not. The evils this level is, they're pretty lenient all the time. Yeah, definitely want to get rid of these stupid bats, you know, just for good measure. Now, here's where I would start really messing up. These rotating platforms. Oh, man. Yeah, see? Like, making some of the jumps, for some reason, were so hard. I got lucky there. I only failed once. Yeah, you want to wait on that. Do not run for it. Yeah, it's just a matter of memorizing it. And after that, you want to run for it. Pretty much on these, you just want to run through it. Except wait on that. Some of them have a pattern. Some of them have a less sophisticated pattern than others. Yeah, you pretty much want to run down quickly. You don't really have much time for hesitancy and waiting and looking. You really do have to learn the pattern. I think I failed once on those because I was not centered and I ended up falling off. Sucked. But believe it or not, I believe this is near the end. But getting these were so difficult. Yeah, I made this look so easy, but yeah, this jump here, you may have to do like I did there and go down a couple times before it's aligned right. And notice how much faster these move. All the platforms so far in the level move really slowly, and then you have those that move fast. Seriously, game? But yeah, you're not done yet. Almost done, but not quite. Don't let that thing kill you. But we did it. And not only did we get a gold, but we got the platinum on that diabolical level. Well, after doing it for 2 hours, I should be a professional at it. So, I guess, count your blessings, I guess. Yeah, that level, I think, aggravated me more than any other, because I felt like it shouldn't be that hard, but it was. It was that hard. But I beat the platinum by 10 seconds, which is insane. So, yeah, they give you plenty of time. So I'd already done those. So now we're doing Toxic Waste, which, very easy one. This was one that I had tried after less than 1 minute. So pretty much just 1 or 2 fails. I think 2 silly little fails. This was one of the fails. One of the 2. But this was, yeah, that happened. This was very easy. But yeah, get rid of him first and then get the time. So you can maximize, you know, not having to worry about him helps. But yeah, I knew this one wasn't going to be very hard. I mean, I had even tried it when I was doing the original stream. Didn't get it, but hey, we tried. We definitely do get it now. Yeah, with the jumping barrels, they may give you a problem here. Of course, you wouldn't tell that I know how to deal with them the way I just fly through this. Because I really probably didn't do this the best way. If I was really good, I could do this without taking any hits. But yeah, see the marks on the floor? That's where the barrels are going to land. And yeah, see, I didn't do very good there. I could have not taken a hit. But I had 2 Aku, so why not? Yeah. Yeah, and I also can do it there. Oh, man. But we did it. Could have done even better, you know. I find that very last, like when I was doing the level for real, that very last little area was the worst. The last one where he throws nothing but the jumping barrels. That was the worst area, but it's not too bad. And we're right in the middle between platinum and gold. And so, we already did the high road. And I say slippery climb for later because I was very tired. But I did decide to do lights out. So, yeah. Pretty sure that, yeah, I think I got like 18 or 19 on my first day, up to 18 or 19. So I was previously wrong when I said 13. And then on day 2, which was Monday, I had gotten, you know, I started with Sunset Vista, which I skipped. And then I did some quick ones like this level. Yeah, not really too much fail on this. This was very quick. Not quite as easy as Toxic Waste. Couldn't think of the level for a second. The level name. But yeah, really not too much to say about this one. Just practice it a few times and you should be fine. And you can use the sides to your advantage. For fumbling in the dark, you definitely are going to want to do that. It's not really too necessary for this one. Because they really don't abuse the axes very much in this one. Until the end of the level. Yeah, I actually used the side there because I didn't see the platform coming. But yeah, you don't really have the axes till the very end of this level. And you do want to use this yellow platform. I wouldn't even try to do this time trial until you get the gold platform. Or yellow platform. I mean, I'm sure you could get the gold without it, but make it a little easier on yourself. But yeah, we got the platinum. And barely got the platinum though. Just barely. And we beat Alyssa. We actually beat Alyssa on one. She probably didn't use the yellow thing though. A fumbling in the dark. This was the last one I did on my second day, because I thought this would be an easy one. I thought. But oh, how wrong I was. 45 minutes it took. And this was actually one of the better attempts. This might have actually been the attempt before the successful attempt. But the lights would automatically go out on me. And I noticed it was like it was programmed to do that. See, it went out here. And, yeah, that happens. That happened several times. But, eventually I get lucky. And luckily predicts where I need to jump and finally get it. But yeah, I actually think that was the attempt before this successful attempt. But yeah, 45 minutes. I was hoping this one wouldn't take so long, but it did. Granted, it was nothing compared to Sunset Vista. So, for that I can be thankful. But yeah, I really use the side a lot. I recommend that for this one. For fumbling in the dark. To fumble in the dark correctly, I recommend using the side. You just feel like you can go faster and more assuredly, you know. But yeah. Many spots where you gotta take a leap of faith. But eventually, after you do these for so long, you just get to where you're just speeding along anyway, and that's, you know. But then again, impatience sometimes can be a good thing in a way for this, but a lot of times it is a disaster. So there is definitely a learning curve involved. But yeah, here you see the Aku Aku mask, and yeah. How to get to it. But after that point, this level's not that bad. It's just getting past that point without any light. Because pretty much the end is right after that. And we got the... Yeah, look at that. I actually forgot I got platinum on that one. But I did. And that only leaves a few more. So, yeah. Did very well. Beat it by half a second. And yeah, I had 22 out of 26, so just 4 more. But slippery climb. Yeah, pretty much anytime I began a new session, I wanted to start with a hard one. So yeah, I knew this one was going to be beautiful. But it only took 47 minutes. This one actually was not that hard. This one actually was not that hard. Believe it or not, on one of my first attempts, not the first attempt, but one of my first attempts, like probably 10 minutes in, I actually had gotten very close to the end, but I died by jumping up into the spikes, like you see up above me there. Yeah, I actually jumped up into those. I'll show you what I'm talking about then. You know, where I failed. Probably should just let that fail in. But when editing this, I was kind of lazy and didn't feel like hunting it down. But you can imagine. You can just imagine it. Sometimes it's just better to visualize in your mind the enjoyment that Sky had. But yeah. It really aggravated me because that early attempt that I mentioned, I had done so, like, I flew through this part with no problem. This part here. And, I got by this no problem. And then for, like, the next 20 minutes, I could not get past this. This part here. This is what I couldn't get past. For some reason, I just couldn't do it. I don't know what the deal was. But yeah, I think it was, yeah. Yeah, that area, this area in general, I just, for some reason, I could not do it. So I had like 20 minutes to where I could not get past this area. And then eventually I got past and I was like, oh, you know, this is really cool. I figured out. You just had to jump at the right time. Somehow I did it right earlier, and I couldn't do it after that. Now watch out for him. Don't want him to give you a bad day. I really love the music to this level, though. I really enjoyed this one. It really was fun. This one was fun to do. You know, I don't know why, but Sunset Vista, I had no... I really did not have fun doing that one. I'm just gonna keep it real with y'all. Yeah, here's where I died because I jumped up into that like an idiot. And I was like, oh, this is great. But yeah, I was really close to the end on a very early attempt. Could have actually had this done in like 12 minutes instead of 45, but it is what it is. It's pretty much, it was easy after that point. And there really wasn't anything to give you problems. Once you got to that point, you'd gotten through all the hard stuff. This level really was pretty easy at this point. You got this scientist here, but he's not really an issue. And I waste a second there, but hey. We got the gold. Yeah, jumped up into those spikes. I was like, oh yes, that's just sexy. But yeah, just a few more, 3 more left after this. But yeah, actually, almost got the platinum. Almost got the platinum. But anyway, Jaws of Darkness. This was the last one I did on this day. This was the 3rd day, I think. If my memory serves me right. 42 minutes of this. I don't... No, maybe I did knock them all out on the 3rd day. This might not have been the last one. I don't remember. But yeah, this level gave me some problems. It took pretty much as long as Slippery Climb did, which I didn't expect it to. I really thought this one wouldn't be as hard. But it was. This level actually was pretty challenging. Well, of course, the twin to this level, the earlier, easier version, was actually not very easy either. So, but yeah, I got really fast at the first half. But I'll tell y'all when I started having some problems. Yeah, a few attempts I just ran through that. Here, pretty much after this point is when I started having issues. There were a few times when I would fall here. You know, just being, in general, impatient. Typical Sky. So I had some problems there. And then, of course, this, which I think this is near the end. Yeah, this really aggravated me. Because you're in a hurry, and then that crap happens. Which slows you down, and then I take a hit from the bats again. So yeah, and this was the good attempt. So there were a few attempts when I actually dodged all the bats, believe it or not, only to fail by not making a jump later. So let's see when that happens. But yeah, this level just the atmosphere is just not very cheerful. But yeah, I think this was another one of the levels where I might have beaten it, but I didn't get the time necessary. But yeah, see, I had no hits remaining here, so those actually do close and open in a pattern. So that was how I was supposed to not take a hit on the second bound of those. But anyway, I made it. So barely made it, as you see. Only beat it by 3 or 4 seconds. No, I beat it by 7, a little over 7 seconds. This guy can't do math. Castle Machinery. So the next to the last one. And this only took 26 minutes. Yeah, like I said earlier, this machinery levels really weren't that bad. I really actually like these levels. They're pretty cool. Kind of makes me think of Metropolis Zone in a Sonic 2. Kind of. A little bit. Or maybe even Metropolis in Spyro 2. Oh, that fail. That was one of my favorite fails. That was sexy. That was beautiful, man. You can't deny, anybody watching this up to this point, you can't deny that was just beautiful. But yeah, I hated these things here because I was so impatient. I probably spent the first 5 minutes of fails just trying to get past that part because I would impatiently try to run through it fast. But don't. Just wait on them. Just wait on them, please. Unless you become actually good at this game, unlike me, then you might be able to go faster through that. But yeah, if you're a novice like myself, don't. Save yourself the pain. And then, of course, I do something stupid like that. Because I just had to have the pain. But yeah, this level really wasn't that bad. I remember when I was streaming this, though, I actually died in this point. Because I just let that take me all the way up. And I was like, oh, got fried. But yeah, these blowing things, these were the bane of my existence in these machinery levels. They really were. And somehow I did not take a hit there. I actually timed it right. What do you know? Almost jumped into the red hot pipes, which was not smart. But yeah, here's where the fail was. Yeah, don't jump on that or don't fall on that. Yeah, because you saw what happens. I actually think I did that a couple times. I'm not even gonna lie. But I think this was on a Tuesday when I was recording this one, so yeah, I was tired. That's my excuse anyway. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. Alright, but I was just excited to be so close to being done at this point. Because I knew I only had one more left after this. And I knew that last one was not going to give me any problems whatsoever because it was such a short level. Well, you'll see. You will see. But yeah, this was pretty much the end. Just had to carefully jump over these pipes, which was nothing that we hadn't already handled before. And we got it. Good old gold. You could pretty much tell whenever it was on a new day when I recorded it because I had to type my name back in. So yeah, I think it only took me 3 days to do these. But yeah, right in between the gold and the platinum. So, I mean, right midway in between pretty much. But, one more, my friends. One more. And I figured since I really didn't use Coco enough, I would switch to her for the final one. The lab. This one took 1 hour and 20 minutes. Granted, definitely wasn't the worst, but it took a lot longer than I expected it to. So yeah, that happened many times, that thing you just saw there. Yeah, notice how I hesitated? I wouldn't say hesitate. I didn't hesitate. I waited for like about 1.5 seconds, 2 seconds. Because the doors and everything will time better if you do that. And timing is super important for this one. And similar to the Jungle Rollers level, just jump on the red crate and it'll explode for all of them. So you don't need to get one at a time. Yeah, this one I actually had made it to the end. Or made it very close to the end, but I wasn't anywhere near on the time. So yeah, actually if you go back there, I found out after, an hour of doing this, that it would make the TNT boxes despawn if you did that. Or they would not spawn for some reason. I did that a few times And I figured that out. I actually figured that out on my own and everything. But yeah, because the TNT really slows you down because you have to jump on them to get them to explode, but you have to wait on them to explode, which takes 3 or 4 seconds. So here, jump on it, then sit still, and then get the prize. And that's it. Practice makes perfect. And the Intrepid Crash Platinum. Heck yeah. We did it, my friends. We did it. Even me being the novice that I am at this game. We did it. But we barely did it. If it would pop up there. Yeah, 56.22, and I got a 54.71. So I didn't beat it by very much. I can't imagine getting the platinum on that one. I can't even imagine it. But yeah, 26 out of 26, 7 platinum and 19 gold. I'm very proud, 102%. When I first started streaming this, I never would have expected that I would do that, but we did. And you can see, got it right there. But y'all, that's pretty much all I have. So eventually we'll do Crash 2 and we'll do the other ones, but I want to do Crash 2 for the PS1 first. So like I said, I may have a poll for that on I do have a poll for that on Twitter, so you can follow me to participate in that. But have a super awesome blessed day, my friends, and as always, stay awesome. Goodbye, y'all.